Míle mágat, Alaskan Cordium. I'd like to convey my deepest sympathies to the parents of the unborn child whose life was ended in the National Maternity Hospital as a result of a reported misdiagnosis and the alleged failure of the hospital to wait for the results of a diagnostic test. It was reported that the medics recommended an abortion unprompted by the child's parents. It was also reported that the couple were told that there was no need to wait for a final test. It was reported that there was no specific genetic involvement at the time of the abortion decision. And it was also reported that the couple were not told clearly, even that the child was healthy after the third set of results came in, that they worked this out themselves from the information that they received in an envelope. And meanwhile, it's emerged that there's no national guidelines for doctors in this area. Now, Taoiseach, before the legislation, Every Life Matters requested a meeting with yourself and the Minister for Health, Simon Harris, to warn you that this could happen. Now, you refused a meeting with that organisation at the time, and indeed we brought this issue up and warned you that this could happen too during the legislation, but you refused to take that into consideration. Will you now create the necessary guidelines to ensure that this does not happen again?
Thank you. Taoiseach.
Thanks, Deputy. Just first of all, my heart really goes out to the couple that have been affected by this, but I think it is important to say once again on the floor of the House that this is an individual matter. These matters are deeply personal. They should be confidential, and while the Deputy may have access to individual information or medical information of a particular patient, I certainly don't have access to that information, and I'm not going to discuss whether it's reported in the Irish Times or not is besides the point. That these are personal, private and confidential matters, and I don't think it's appropriate for us to be discussing them here in this chamber. But I am advised that steps are being undertaken to have an independent review of the case undertaken, and I've been advised that by the Minister for Health. And clinical guidelines are normally drawn up by doctors, by their professional bodies. But again, I'm going to ask Minister for Health to follow it up with the Deputy.
Thanks, Taoiseach.